Inflectional morphology. The parts of speech, POS, categories in Tamil take different forms due to inflections. According to Rajendran, 2004, morphological inflections on nouns include gender and number. Prepositions take either independent or noun-combined forms with various cases like accusative, dative, instrumental, associative, locative, ablative, benefactive, genitive, vocative, clitics and selective. Table 1 arrays a list of examples of cases and their possible suffixes. Case suffixes used with noun in Tamil. The verbs in Tamil take various forms like simple, transitive, intransitive, causative, infinitive, imperative and reportive. Verbs are also formed with a stem in various suffix patterns. Some of the verbal suffix patterns are shown in Table 2. Rajendran et al., 2003, had done a detailed study on computational morphology of verbal patterns in Tamil. Verbal suffixes in Tamil. Adjectives and adverbs are generally obtained by attaching the suffix, and to noun forms respectively. Tamil often uses a verb, an adjective or an adverb as the head of a noun phrase. This process is called nominalization, where a noun is produced from another pause with morphological inflections. Morphophonology. Morphophonology, also known as sandhi, wherein two consecutive words combine by deletion, insertion or substitution of phonemes at word boundaries to form a new word, is very common in Tamil. In English, one can find morphophonology to a limited extent. For example, the negative prefix, n, when attached to different words, changes according to the first letter of the word. However, in Tamil, use of morphophonology is more common among two adjacent words. The last phoneme of the first word and the first phoneme of the following word combine and undergo a transformation. Based on certain phonotactic rules and context, there may be no transformation, or an insertion of a consonant, or a deletion of a vowel/consonant, or a substitution of a vowel/consonant. The following examples illustrate this phenomenon. In the first example, there is an insertion of a consonant between the two words. The second example shows a substitution of the last consonant of the first word by another consonant. In the third example, there is a deletion of the last vowel, i.e. plus, of the first word, and the consonant merges with the incoming vowel, i.e. plus, of the second word. As a result of morphophonology, two distinct words combine and sound as a single word. In fact, morphophonology has evolved as a result of context dependencies among the phonetic units at the boundary of adjacent words or morphemes. To a certain extent, morphophonology is based on phonotactics. The following rules encompass most of them. Removal rule. This rule states that when one morpheme ends in the vowel and the following morpheme starts with a vowel, then the would be removed from the combination. And addition rule. When one morpheme ends with a vowel from a particular set of vowels and the morpheme it joins starts with a vowel, then the morpheme or would be added to the end of the first morpheme. Doubling rule. According to this rule, when one morpheme ends with either comma or and the next morpheme starts with a vowel, then the comma or is doubled. Insertion of, or. This rule states that when one morpheme ends with a vowel and the next morpheme begins with a either, or followed by a vowel, there is a doubling of the corresponding, or. Apart from these rules, there are instances of morphophonology based on the context. For example, old basket, and fruit basket. Therefore, modeling morphophonology in Tamil is still a challenging issue for research.